Stuart Codes, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry, live from England. Pop-up. Well, you did have a bit of warning. Bit notification. Pop-up sale. If you're new to the channel, you want to check the description. Because if you'd like to buy something, you need to register with me. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. But you do need to register. Let's see if one of my moderators will pop up in the chat and put my email address in. Well, it's not a great time for my moderators to come in. Really, for many of you, it's only 4. Hi, Sylvia. How are you, darling? It's only 4 p.m. on the East Coast. So I'm actually a bit early for many of you. But we're going to hang out, and I'm going to show you some new pieces, maybe some things that I didn't show you in the preview. And I guess we'll probably hang for at least an hour. And I'll show you some things. And we'll recover some items that I showed. And some new things. How are you? Are you home from work today, dear? Or are you catching me from work? Shh, we won't tell anyone. Especially your boss. Let me get this music down a little bit. As much as I love it, and I love to have a bit of noise here in the background. Hi, Mert, how are you? How is Turkey today? I know you had a quake recently. I'll wait until my Sapphire people come in. I was able to pick up some really gorgeous diamond and sapphire earrings today. Everything's okay? Good. That's fantastic. I'll show you guys since you're here. Aren't they? They're white gold because the diamonds look best in white gold. And then the backs are, of course, yellow gold with yellow gold butterflies, butterfly clips, butterfly backing. I'll zoom out so you can see how large they are. They're 1 carat sapphires and 1/4 carat of diamonds each ear. Portrait set. They're coming off really dark. They are dark. I'm sure they're Canterbury sapphires, Indian sapphires. I'm also positive that they are vintage, not antique. You can tell from the color of sapphires. Of course, you can wear them that way as well. Is it pronounced Osi or Osil? Well, hello. If I brought my sapphire in, I think I took it off when I went upstairs and probably put it with my jewelry. But if anybody wants to see that for comparison, I'll show it to you. Everyone gets your name wrong. Honey, my name has 4 letters, and I've heard it said so many different ways. Dana, Dinah, Dina. At this point, I answer anything with a D. So, yeah, I got ya. Let's pick up the sapphires and show you. I'm just previewing some new things. I have another crescent. It's 14 karat gold. Clearly marked 14 on the back, but I need to reset the pearls in it. Of course, I just got it, so I haven't had time to reset pearls. I do that with a 2-part jeweler's epoxy. Crescents were very popular Victorian era. They're still crescent. They're still popular. I mean, even modern jewelry has crescent themes. Everyone loves the moon. I'm trying to think. That little sapphire, that little garnet, the garnet brooch. Where is that? Oh, it's a horseshoe. Yeah, horseshoes, lucky things. Or wishbone. Not horseshoe. A lot of symbols for luck, or symbolisms for luck in Victorian jewelry. Victorians were very sentimental. Stars and starbursts were huge. So like I said, I know it's only 4 p.m. there on the East Coast. It's what, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. Those gorgeous Edwardian paste earrings. Let me show you what else I have. All right. This one is 1/20th, which is roll gold. And my people who like roll gold will know what it is. This one's vintage. Roll gold is 9 karat gold that has been rolled over either metal or sterling silver core. So it is only gold that touches your skin. But it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a gold bracelet, especially right now with the price of gold. Now this one's antique. And quite heavy. So when you come in, make sure only queens can wear it. No. When you come in, make sure you click the 3 dots. That's a thumbs up for the channel. And if you're new, to subscribe. Oh gosh, I hate putting bracelets on myself. There we go. It takes me a real good moment to get it off. I watched the live the other morning. I actually really enjoyed it. It was someone deep sea diving for seafood. I literally watched it for a half hour. How boring is my life? Actually, I found it really thrilling. Probably because I love to eat seafood, but I thought it was really cool that they were hand diving for scallops. And there was like thousands, literally thousands of people watching the feed. My life is cool. I have a cool job. I absolutely love my job. Who wouldn't get to love? Who would not love, especially a woman or anyone who loves jewelry, who wouldn't love to go and buy jewelry and sell it on and get to hang out with really cool people while you do it? I really need to find my tape measure because I had some people ask some questions on length and sizes. Well, I think anybody really, if you love jewelry, it is, yeah, my life is kind of cool. I love doing what I do. But hey, I like jewelry, love jewelry, and been in it for a long time. Goodness me. I'm trying to think of what ring they asked for size. Oh, I know, the micro mosaic. I'm going to say it's a 7.5. But actually, Lilia, she's probably on her other account. But I think it'll fit up to an 8 because the back is open. I know you were on your other account. I don't know why you don't like to use that one. Man, look at my arthritis. My knuckles are swollen. Oh, are you going to have a YouTube channel, or do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, we can recommend it. Hi, Angret. It's a 7.5, honey, but I'm going to say it would probably go up to, let me see if I can put it on my 8 finger. My size 8 finger. I think it would because the back's open. Oh, just to watch content. So, oh yeah, tutorials, and I do everything from one account. I love, somebody said one time, oh, she's got multiple accounts. No, I don't. I don't have time for multiple accounts. I have one. Literally have one Facebook, one. Well, actually, there is an old, when I had a vintage account, there is one on there. And I've always meant to flip it and make it Killer Queen. You know, the page, because the page has been there for quite a while. Hi, Dal, how are you? Oh, the copper horoscope. Did you see the black opal I showed? I'm going to try and get all the colors. Now, you know, opals are cray-cray to... I took it into my lapidary. You'll see that red is the predominant body color. When you have a black opal and red is the predominant body color, it makes the stone way more valuable. So remember I said, oh, I didn't like the finish of the stone because it's antique and opals are really soft and it's got some surface scratches. And I said, well, before anyone gets it, I'll take it into my lapidary. Well, because of how deep the stone is, he said he could cut it into 3 slices, and he offered me 500 pounds. I thought it would. I thought it would, Lilia, when you showed it to me. And your instructor even said it would. You've got to have faith in yourself. Ah, we have a tape measure now. Yay. Yay. Yeah, this is an 8x8 oval. Yeah, anytime they present like a full body of red, it's actually worth more. Oh, thank you. They're from the other day. But they were so expensive. I didn't want to replace them. I only bought them Sunday? No, Monday. And he offered me, the start bid will be pennies more. Yeah, well, they're kind of still perky. I can't believe that things like the chrysanthemum are actually little, little droopy. And then the roses still look like perky. But hey. And these, ooh, they're Gerbera daisy, but the double ruffle. You can't tell I like flowers, right? Not at all. You're here to buy beautiful jewelry. Shouldn't you have music and beautiful flowers as well? Let me measure that uranium necklace, the silver one, because I had Angret and someone else ask about the length. It can be extended, even though it has the the box clasp, the fold over clasp, you can still put an extender on it. That has to go back behind it for it to clasp correctly. I can't do it in front of the camera. I'm absolutely rubbish. Hey, I need to apologize for coming on a little bit later than what I said. I got on the phone with my chemist, which is the pharmacy here. And for about 5 minutes, they argued with me, telling me they didn't know who I was. Meanwhile, I've got tons of prescriptions there. Okay, the wearable length is 16 inches. The entire length of the piece is over 18 inches. But that's to the drop. That's to the bottom of the drop. But it's 16 inches from the bail to the pendant. And you all know what the difference of a pendant and a necklace is. Some argue that if you put a pendant on a necklace, that it is a necklace. It's really still a pendant. A necklace is actually a piece, a full piece. Now that could be a strand of pearls. It could be a half rivery. And a rivery, of course, is French for circle. Look at the color on these raspberry. I mean, if raspberry pink is your color, that necklace, oof. And of course, it is the end of October, and actually, Friday, hi, Anya Rose. Yes, I do. Predominantly, that's what I do. I educate. So, if you love antique jewelry and you want to learn antique jewelry, or if you know antique jewelry and you love it, then maybe you can help educate us too. My favorite is this jelly opal. They're natural jelly opals. Well, of course, and that's Edwardian, that piece. And that opal is literally $15 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. It's a 10 by 15. Hi, Colleen. Just your real name, if it's not your name on your YouTube channel, sweetheart. Your real name. You don't need to put your address. The email associated with PayPal. Oh, I love that opal. That opal necklace. Oh, I have worn it myself many times. And I shared the new sapphire earrings if you missed it. Oh, they're not new. They're vintage. They're each 1 carat sapphires, Canterbury blue, beautiful white diamonds. They don't set diamonds like this in earrings today, I'll tell you that. Not unless you're really going to pay for them. Let me come back out. There are carat of sapphires in each ear. The top is white gold. Aren't they? I love sapphires too. I do. Sapphires, emeralds. What are my other? I love so many gemstones. It's really hard for me to pick favorites. But opals. I have an opal addiction. Oh yeah, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, honey. Yeah, they get me in trouble too. I have a glutton of sapphires in at the moment. I have been gluttonous with them and buying them. Lily, I am going to add you as a moderator so you can share my email address in chat. And if you'd share the link with me, I need to send it out. I'll have to pause the show for a minute to do it, but I still need to get the link out there. Mert, people ask me all the time what my favorite is. I think emerald, which is my birthstone, which sounds contrite, loving one's birthstone the most. But to me, emeralds are like Gemini. They are very changeable. Okay, let me share this link and I'll be right back with you guys. Don't go anywhere. It's going to blink out for a minute, for a second actually. And I'll be right. There we go. Oh. Now, why did it do that? There we go. Cut out. Bummer. Actually, why are we looking at the flowers? You know why? Because my desk is very messy at the moment. Because I'm going through the jewelry. So let me remind you what there is. Let me pull out some sapphires. That's kind of the vibe at the moment where we're talking about. Not just what I have here on the desk, because I have a lot of them. sapphires, diamonds. Why not? Right? Why not pull out a few of them, right? I'm sure there's more in there. There's a few. Hi, Jeanette. How are you, sweetheart? I'm really well, thank you. Okay, they're the sapphires. Are any of them close to a 9? Honey, we can make any of them a 9. It just, with the price of gold, it costs so much to put the shank up on them. Especially if they're tiny. That one's a 7.5. Almost an 8, actually. Hey, Jeanette, guess what? Would you believe this one is a 9? An 18 karat gold. With Ceylon sapphires. The date on this one, I think it's Victorian. Hang on. Yep, 1900. That little A in there tells it's 1900. This is the one that was definitely an engagement ring because it has from AS to MN. Because you know they use color stones here for your engagement rings. A lot of people were going the diamond route today. Me personally, I'd go emerald. Look at the blue on that ring. Oh. That didn't sound appropriate, did it? It is drool worthy. Honestly, Jeanette, I think I had this ring at 695. I think probably the best I could do on it is 595. They're old cut sapphires. I think that's a really good idea, honey, because that's a great price. Going once. Going twice. And if you're new here, I'll start the price out where I feel comfortable, where I can accept it if it's the only bid. I've had people, I'm sure they were joking when they said started at 99 cents. We would be here for days. Is it in rupees? No, it's in American dollars. Hi, Jane. How are you? Going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Oh, thank you, Anya. I think I can convert dollars and pounds really quickly because I've been doing it for many years. But I don't think I could do rupees this quick. Not without a calculator. Oh, lucky you. You're already in Mexico. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. It's absolutely gorgeous. I know you'll love it. We don't have to size it. It still has the hallmarks in it, even though it is, unless, she was just a bigger lady and wore a 9. Or have bigger hands. You don't have to be a bigger lady. I'm not heavy, and my index fingers are 9s. I've just got some paws on me. Well, Jeanette, you're the same way. Big fingers and little wrist. Okay, let me grab... What have I done with all of my baggies? I might have to go in and get some. I used to use the jeweler paper baggies. And then we got too confusing. Now I use the plastic one so I can see what's going on. It got too confusing. I'd have to open them all the time to see whose order was in it. Or if I had everything in their order in it. So now the only time I use the paper envelopes is when I'm working with a bench jeweler. All right. Obviously, okay, markers. Wow. Okay. We'll put that in the sold drawer. Okay, Jane, have a wonderful time in Mexico. Jane is one of our October girls. well, October birthdays. If you're new to the channel, what you want to do when you send me your information, if you plan on staying part of the channel, you definitely want to register your birthday. And that doesn't have to be the year, just the month and the day. You can keep your age to yourself. But the reason you want to register with your birthday, you want to add your birthday, is because when you purchase from me and it is on or near your birthday and you buy something, I send a birthday gift as well. My clients will tell you that I gift with every purchase. I don't care what the purchase is, you still get a gift. And if you spend $100 with me, which is insane because it costs me at least $15 to send your package, and that is without the packing material and the time that it takes. You get your items shipped for free. I know, Mark, you're the very last day of October, aren't you? We get to celebrate your birthday on Friday. Let's show the opals. Showed you the black one a little bit earlier. But let's show you all the opals that we have going on today, shall we? Why not? While we're waiting for people to come in. If anyone caught the preview the other day and you want an item and you want me to bring it up, or you're interested in a price on an item, just let me know. I will bring them up. Yeah, somebody said to me the other day, oh, well, we celebrate our birthdays a whole month. I said, a whole month? I celebrate my birthday every day. I celebrate my birthday for a year. Because you're that age for a year, right? So why wouldn't you celebrate for the whole year? Oh, I should buy myself that because, it was my birthday 6 months ago. Self-care is not selfish. People forget that. Life is short. And you should enjoy every single day. And if that means enjoying a piece of jewelry or a piece of cake, life is short. Eat the cake. Buy the ring. Dance in the rain. Okay, where's the other opal at? Here's the black opal. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, opal earrings. Yes, I am. Did you all see the opal earrings? They're white opals, but they've got a full body of color. I have jelly opals, I have white opals, and I have a black opal. Victorian, Art Nouveau. The ring is Art Nouveau. The necklace is Edwardian. The harem ring is Victorian. Now, I keep putting my hand over them because opals do not read well under bright light. They actually read a lot better in a darkened room. And they show the best on dark velvet. Now, I want you to see that those white opals, they're stunning. They really are. They're not reading well. Let me see if I can get them, single them out. You can see they're actually, one of them is actually larger. They present like they're 2 carat. Opals, every gemstone has a specific weight. Do you know that black opals actually are heavier than white opals? And one thing I did pull out for the people that are new here is opal glass. This is my favorite opal glass necklace. It's foil glass. But you can see why they say it reads like an opal. I have literally worn this necklace and people have stopped me and went, like, held their breath because it looks like a magnificent opal. And to answer anyone who asked the question, I wear my jewelry all the time. What I buy is what I love. I buy things that I would wear. And I think most of my people tell you I have very good taste. These are milky white. They're blue. The body is pink, and they have a ton of blue and green. And I'm going to try to see if you'll see the like pink and blue flashes when I put the light on them. I'm going to zoom in and then try to get them to read for you. It is so hard. Let me get a jewelry box, an earring box. That does help when they're in the dark, against the dark. Let me see if I turn that light off. Oh, it's so frustrating. I wish you could see them in person. They're stunning. Okay, I'm going to leave them sit in the box there. Are there any requests? And if there aren't, then we have been on an hour or so, well, 50 minutes actually. So even though I've sold one piece, I'm going to start, you know how it goes. I pick up pieces and I give you prices. And if you don't ask, then I'm just going to pick up at random. Yes, sorry, I have grabbed the noisiest vape I own. I do vape CBD. I have rheumatoid and osteoarthritis. Yay. I think I'm going to grab a glass of water. You guys can think about it. If there's something you want to see, just ask. And I'll come back. Come back in just a minute with my water, and then we'll get this started. Well, we've already got it started, but you know what I mean. I don't see anyone chatting. Goodness me. I'll be right back with a drink and a quieter vape. Mission accomplished. Quieter vape. Guild Wars. Oh gosh. Yeah, people ask me where the name Killer Queen comes from. I was actually a big video game addict once upon a time, which something I have to regretfully say I passed on to both of my children. Yeah, I video gamed before they did. Well, not my daughter so much, but my son definitely. WoW is like crack. I played a game called Kingdoms of Camelot, and that's where I got the name Killer Queen. I did a lot of people a favor and took them out of the game. I would hunt them until they quit. They don't realize that I was doing them a favor, but I honestly was. I used them like farms. People would say, oh, I built all of that stock up, and I'd say, I'm sorry, this isn't Farmville. Not a farming game. I have troops. I have to feed them. So I would kill them and take them out of the game. I think a lot of us met people in those games. I actually met my current future ex playing not a war game, playing Words with Friends, which is like Scrabble. You want to play a Gemini in a word game. That's brave. Maybe not smart, but brave. We tend to be a little wordy. Why don't I throw some diamonds on my hand for fun? Some antique diamonds. Diamonds and platinum. What game was that, Jeanette? Oh, Game of War. Game of War. Do I know Game of War? Probably. I think I was invited to go play so many war games. Oh, I wasted so much time. Oh, goodness gracious. Now I never pick up a game. No longer a gamer. Too interested in jewelry. Well, that was a very long time ago that I played a war game. Well, about 15 years ago. Yeah, I think I was invited to play that one, Jeanette, to be honest with you. People that I played the other war game with. Something I'm obsessed with, antique diamond rings. Engagement rings, statement rings. It is an obsession. Because they don't have stones like this anymore. I love old cuts and rose cuts. Ugh. Now there are some diamond cutters that are cutting rose cuts and cutting old cut diamonds. And one of the reasons that they do it, look at this Georgian ring. In 15 karat. One of the reasons they do it are to replace stones that go missing. Another reason that they do it is because people are falling in love with the old cut. It's not a modern brilliant. This is a set, a platinum set. And that black mark in the bottom is not carbon. They would cut the bottom of the coulee out so it would read like a black mark. This set is platinum and it's Edwardian. And because it's an eternity band, of course it can't be sized. Well, they can be sized, actually, if you get a jeweler who really knows what they're doing. And that set is a 6. But then when they size them, it always has a bar in it. And I think one of the charms of having an eternity band is that it doesn't have a break in it. I rather like an eternity band. This one is completely hallmarked. It's 15 karat gold. Ooh, I just saw there's a diamond out of this. I'll have to take it into my setters. I'll show you where it's come out. Look. She'll have to redo the claws. That's the problem with the higher the carat weight of gold, the softer the claws are. Now, this is a 1930s engagement ring. It's 18 karat gold and platinum. I get off topic, don't I? It is a D color diamond. I mean, is it the biggest diamond? No, it's only a quarter. It's only 25, it's a quarter of a carat. But I would rather have the biggest or the brightest and the whitest diamond than have a 2 carat that was not fancy yellow, but just yellow and not cut well. And I'll put that ring up against this so you can see the comparison of how white the diamonds are in that yellow band. Look how white they are, and they're set in 18 karat yellow gold. That is, they're both stunning rings. Okay, no requests, so I don't see any requests, so I'm going to start. This is, of course, my favorite Art Deco shield ring. Three giant diamonds and sapphires. That's 18 karat gold as well. All right, let's get started. I don't see requests, so what do I start with? The garnets or the opals? I think I'll start with the garnets. Unless somebody asks me for an opal. What did I do with that Georgian ring? Here it is. It goes back in a little Georgian box. I don't often sell my antique boxes. Unless I do show something in an antique box and I say it's included. All right, let me give you a weight on this piece. We're actually going to start with garnets and diamonds. I give you the weights. They're approximate. I have had my scales calibrated, and they do correspond with my jeweler's scales. This one is 5.27. 5.27 grams of 9 karat gold. It's Victorian. It's currently, I'm going to call it a 9, even though it says 9 1/4. And that's because it's a very wide band. Do you see where it says 9 1/4 in the middle of the ring? They're gypsy set. It's a gypsy set garnet and a rose set diamond. They're Victorian snakes. It is a Victorian double snake ring. Now, the reason the Victorians, like I said, they're very symbolic. Victoria and Albert, we're talking about Queen Victoria and her husband Albert, were absolutely smitten and in love with each other. And two snakes, either together or consuming one another, or a snake consuming its own tail is an Ouroboros. But two snakes entwined are meant to be eternal love. So that's what the Victorians, these were often engagement rings. And in fact, she wore one, a double snake, on her wedding hand, on her wedding finger. Now, I'll hold it here if anyone has any questions, if you want to look them up, if you want to see what the prices, what these rings go for, what the comps are. Infinity, yes. And she did love him till her death. And she actually lived in mourning for many years after his death. She was quite young when he passed away. The ring is gorgeous, and this is how it presents on the hand. It is more of a rosy gold. There are some hallmarks in the ring. You can see that it has been sized historically. It can be sized up or down since the hallmarks are actually closer to the band, to the heads of the snake. So the back of the band actually can be sized. Even at 5 1/4, over 5 1/4 grams, this ring would scrap. Now it makes me wince when I talk about scrapping antique jewelry. But this ring would scrap out around $300. Well, no, yeah, $300 US. And I'll do this one for $595. I dare you to find one for that price. Double dare you. All right. Let's do this garnet necklace. It has an antique draw bolt clasp on it. It's also in 9-karat gold. It looks very rich. It's flowers and pearls and gorgeous almondine garnet. It is Art Nouveau. It does have some Belle Epoque influences. Look how beautiful the garnets are on it. Here's the back of the piece. I'll tell you how long it is and then I'll give you a price on it. Oh, and the weight. I'm in a very poor position. Oh, 5.10 grams that necklace is. And the reason I do this, even if no one bids on it, a lot of my buyers watch back and they buy it by email. Which, if you're watching this back and you see something and you think it hasn't sold and you're interested in purchasing it, then of course just shoot me an email. This one, 16 inches. Finishes out with the last angle at 18.5 inches. It does have a spring ring, so it can be extended. There's over 5 grams of gold in this necklace. And it's 120 odd, 25, 30 years old. Absolutely stunning. This one is $495. We'll do the other Art Nouveau. Now this one is classic. In design. Also almondine garnets. It's not signed, only with 9 carat. It looks a lot like the Liberty & Co. pieces. This one weighs 4.51 grams. I'm going to have to turn the music on. It's just too quiet for me. All I can hear is the ticking of the clock, which just makes me feel sleepy. 17 inches of wearable length, which is good. Doesn't need to be extended for most. Draw bolt clasp. And this gorgeous necklace is also $495. They are all old cut garnets. So the garnet bracelet that is 6.5 inches long, almondine, pie rope, and demantoid Russian garnets. Look like peridot. They aren't. They're garnets. It's 6.5 inches long. If you need it extended, because of the design, I can have jump rings added to it. It is 9 karat gold. It's Art Nouveau. Later in the period, nearly Edwardian. But look how stunning it is with that other piece I just showed you. I love the two of them together. I had that at $9.95. I'm going to do it for $8.95. Let me give you a weight on it. It's hefty. I think it's around 12 grams. What is going on with my scale? $12.5 grams. 12.30 grams. Lily, you don't have to stay, honey. Please don't feel like you have to stay in mod. I really don't need... I just needed you to share the link in chat for me. I do appreciate it, though. But you don't have to stay, honey. Don't worry. I can handle this. All right, let's do the little bug brooch. That is 9 karat gold. It is 1.45 grams. It's a wishbone and a dragonfly. The wings are, you're not seeing things, they're green gold. It is pink and green gold. You can see it's 9 karat. And you can see I cannot do clasp and things in front of the camera. It's an old cut garnet. And that brooch is $195. I'm going to fly through some of these. Let's do some of the opals. "17 inches wearable length. The entire length of the pendant is 21. The wearable length on this Edwardian opal is 17 inches. The entire length of the piece is 21 to the end of the opal. I gave the dimensions of the opal earlier. I had this necklace at $695, which you could not buy the opal for $695. 1,000% you could not buy that large jelly opal for $695. $595. $595. I'm going to show you the black opal ring. It is a solid black opal. It is not a doublet. It's not a triplet. It is a solid black opal with the body being mostly red. So which makes it a very rare opal. Well, very desirable opal. Currently, it is a size 6 1/4. 9-carat rosy gold, antique setting. I wish you could see the red. Well, I know you can see the red. I want it to go to a good home. I could have sold it for $660, which is 500 pounds. And my lapidary wanted to slice it up into 3 pieces because he could have doubled his money with it. When you have a red-bodied black opal, he would put slices of it underneath of rock crystal quartz, and that's how they do it. And they bond it to host rock. I will sell that ring for $595. And I will include free sizing up 2 sizes, up or down. Oh, that's most of my rings. If it's not more than 2 sizing, I do generally cover it if you're new here. And I love when people say, oh, if I took 2 sizes out of my ring, that's, I want that gold back. They usually use it when they're sizing the ring. And if there is anything back, it's minuscule. But if it's a big chunk of gold, then of course I'm going to give it back to you. And if you take something out of a necklace or you take something out of a bracelet and it's a big chunk of gold, that's what you paid for. Of course you'll get it back. The white opal earrings that are 2 carats in each ear, go ahead and look them up. You'll see what they retail for. I'm going to do these for $2.50. $250. Let's see, what else do I need to give you prices on? Sapphires? Why not? Right? The new sapphire ring, I say new, and yeah, it's not new. It's new to me, new to you. But it's actually antique, old cut. I do believe it is cashmere color. I'm not going to call it a cashmere sapphire. I can't legally without having it sent to a lab. If you want to send it on to a lab, that's on you. It's a 1/2 carat. It's an old cut round. And the diamonds are gypsy set. It is set in 18-karat gold and the head is platinum. Because diamonds and sapphires, quite honestly, look better in white metal. It is currently a size 6. Like I said, I'll take it up or down 2. 2 whole sizes. And that is included in the price of the ring. I'll give you a weight on it in a second. Now, I saw a cashmere. I told you all when I had the preview. I saw a cashmere sapphire sell recently at auction. It was 1 carat, 61. It sold for $30,000. So even though this is a half carat, if this does come up to be a cashmere for you, if you do send it away to an independent lab, it's not cheap, but it is worth the certification. They examine not only the body of the stone, they examine the mineral content. And that's where it tells you where it's from in the world. That ring is very heavy for the size of it. It is 2¼ grams of 18 karat with a platinum top. And it's $395. I think this would look absolutely, it's a 3 stone. I think it will look absolutely stunning with a diamond. If you put your diamond engagement ring on top of it. Let me show you with the solitaire what it looks like. Let me grab one. Any day of the week I would wear it. The sapphire brooch. White sapphires, again, there are 2 stones in there that look definitely like cashmere. It is in 15 karat gold. Let me come back out. It's $295. Sapphire and diamond earrings. These are 1 carat sapphires for each ear and 25 points of diamonds in each ear. They're set in 9 karat gold. The top is white. The backs are yellow. The post and the butterfly. These earrings are $395. You won't find them in a jewelry shop for less than $800 to $1,000. They're vintage and they're gorgeous. I'm going to give a couple prices on gold earrings. And then I'm really shocked that more of my people aren't in here, to be honest with you. Where are the large gold earrings at? Where's the other gold earring? But hey, not completely shocked because it is a Wednesday and many of you are either still at work or coming home from work. All right, these are called D-tube. Let me tell you, they're Italian. They're 9 karat gold, which, if you're new, that's the standard here in England. It's 9, it's 18, and it's 22. Antique jewelry is different. They had loads of different carats. They stopped making 15 karat in 1922, or was it 1932? These are nearly 3 grams of 9 karat in these large D hoops. And they're Italian made. They're 1.25 inches long. And they're 1.25 inches wide. They're ovals. They're $2.50. We have another pair of large ovals, but they're thinner and lighter weight. About half the weight. They're 1.5 grams. So this is if you want the bigger look, but for less money. I'll do these for $125. Let me show you the size in comparison. I absolutely love these because they have a larger presence, but they're lightweight. And for me, I like a bigger earring, but I can't wear a lot of weight in my ear. Let me show some turquoise pieces. It's Victorian. It's a large pendant. It's a 9 karat gold. That is a pink tourmaline in the top. Or pink tourmaline. Pink tourmaline set in the center. Oh, goodness gracious. This one is the chain's nearly 20 inches long. And it is a pendant, not a necklace. What does this one weigh? Nearly 4 grams. That is with the chain. That one I'll do for $3.95. Hi, Lucia. How are you, honey? I think a lot of my people will watch back later, so I'm just listing pieces with prices. Oh, good. Hey, Victorian, turquoise, and pearl. Delicate, but gorgeous. Yeah, that is her specialty. This one is a 6. Yeah, if you're here and you don't know who Lucia is, you're living um under a jewelry rock, I guess. And if you love vintage jewelry, then you need to check out her channel. I'll do this ring for $295. Victorian turquoise and pearl. I think, what time is it here? It's already 10 o'clock. Oh, goodness. What I want to tell you all, if you've watched the preview and you're interested in any of the pieces, I'm not going to go through anything more right now. Shoot me an email. If there's something that you're interested in. And you're registered with the channel. Shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. It's been a really long day for me. I want to thank all of you who have come in. Oh, the opal earrings. Their opals are 9 carat, honey. No, the earring and the backs are 9 carat. They look like 18 carat, don't they? Let me check them to make sure, because I bought them at 9. Yeah, but they certainly do look like 18 carat. Let me check with the loop, honey. I bought them more, not for the gold content, but for the opals. Because the opals on these are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, they do look like a very rich gold. Yeah, if you need any more specifics on something, if you don't feel that I've covered it, if you want me to measure the cabochons on something. Thank you, Lilia. I appreciate that. I appreciate you all for coming in. Jeanette, for me having that fantastic ring for her in the right size. Yay. That's serendipitous. If you're interested in anything, shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. Thank you for helping out, Lily. I know I threw a wrench at her because none of my mods were able to come in. So I'm like, who do I trust? I trust all of you, but I've known Lily the longest. Thank you for coming in, Lucia. I don't think these midweek things are my thing. You guys are all used to me being on a Friday or a Sunday. So probably the next time you see me will not be this weekend because it is Halloween. it'll probably be next weekend. So, which means if you have an order with me and you don't order before tomorrow, then your order will be going out. And Jeanette, I will send you an invoice. You let me know when you can pay it, and if it's soon, that'll go out too, because we don't have to get it sized. Yay! I love you all. I'll see you very soon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Lilia. Yeah, if you're new here and you need to contact me, that's my email address. Thanks, guys. I'll see you real soon.